can choose to travel like this. But you can choose to travel like this. And enjoy more of this, this, and this. It's a new stay. This is Courtyard.
CNN presents Toxic Homefront. Sunday night, 80s.
We have live pictures right now. There is Mark O'Mara, who we spoke to moments ago on this program, holding a press conference down there in Florida, where he's talking about this case. He is the new attorney representing George Zimmerman. And to recap what he told us, he's very new to the case right now. He's trying to figure out what they're going to do. He's certainly going to plead self-defense. His client will certainly plead not guilty, he says. There are some concerns about venue, whether or not they can get away from this glare of publicity around the case and find a jury that they think can be fair in this case. He says it's going to be very complicated for a while here, but for the next couple of weeks, he's going to be a very, very busy man. We're going to be busy monitoring his press conference, and we'll try to bring you some more of his comments from that later on to bolster what he told us just a short while ago. There are two sides to every story, and of course, every trial. And the story of George Zimmerman is no different. When he finally does get his day in court, his defense lawyers and prosecutors will have a mountain of evidence at their fingertips. Joining me to break down the major points for each side are CNN legal analyst Sunny Hostin and CNN legal contributor Paul Callan right now. And I'm going to ask you two to play two sides of the fence on this, because this case is going to be one of those the whole country watches. And let me start off, first of all, with the question of defense. Paul, let's talk about the evidence for the defense here. It seems to me there are a couple of points that are in the defense's favor to a degree. Zimmerman's physical shape upon the arrest. The police said he indeed had a bloody nose, a bloody back of his head. The back of his shirt was wet, as if he'd been rolling down on the ground. This is his defense. If he was attacked, put on his back, he was defending himself. Secondly, his cooperation with police. He didn't try to run. He didn't try to get rid of the murder weapon. He didn't do any of those things. Are those a cornerstone of your defense?
Oh, those are very strong points for the defense. Zimmerman's going to say through his attorney that he's captain of the Watch, really, which is a group that's a security group within the gated community. He sees this strange individual. He had never seen Trayvon Martin before, walking on a dark night, rainy night, into the community. He thinks he doesn't belong there. When he tries to approach him, he eventually calls the police. When the police say back off, he in fact does back off, turns and starts to walk back towards his vehicle. It's at that point that he's jumped from behind by Trayvon Martin, knocked to the ground, and he's pummeled. Now remember, Martin is a 6'1" football player. He's a weightlifter. He's obviously in great shape. He's pounding and pounding against Zimmerman. Zimmerman reaches for the gun and fires to save his own life.
That's the defense. The prosecution over here wants to go ahead.
Really?
How do you respond to that version of the story?
Well, listen, the bottom line is, to be sure, Angela Corey, the prosecutor, who just charged